First one for the
burp.
evening. This is a douche burp.
Here we go.
It's called a dirty Heisman.
I
What was that?
immediately got excited.
You ready?
Yep.
A certain posture one undertakes. Ashley sent me these, by the way. A certain posture one undertakes when trying to.
What do you get when you put a couple idiots and a camera together?
This.
Hey,
is what you get.
Speaking of, welcome to Love You By episode 26.
Yay!
If you were with us last week, episode 25, that was a big one for us.
Yep.
I felt like we hit a giant milestone. That's why I blew up the confetti cannon.
Quarter of a century.
Yep. Quarter of a podcast century.
Yeah. And he blew up the cannon trying to get me. He got himself.
Yeah. Speaking of
classic Colby.
Speaking of blowing up the confetti cannon. So kind of leads me into my first topic today. Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
For all you guys out there, we feel for you. Valentine's Day sucks.
Does suck.
It blows real hard. And I think the reason I hate Valentine's Day so much, it has nothing to do with my wife. I love my wife.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I would rather take her out to a nice dinner on a random night just because than try to like go overboard and do all this bullshit on the same day every other woman in the fucking world is getting spoiled by their boyfriends. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just makes what you do like, oh, go compare with all your friends the next day after what your significant
other. It's like expected, you know?
Yeah, because if you don't do something, all of a sudden you're a shit.
I feel like it's more meaningful if shit's just random than it is if you're doing something that you're expected to do something on.
Yeah.
Which,
so
like, I feel bad because I didn't get Ashley anything, and she got me a card and stuff, and
it was real heartfelt.
Yeah, it was.
It was.
And
meaningful.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful.
And you did exactly what you were supposed to do.
I did what?
Not get her a damn thing.
No. It's important to her, so I should just be better, I guess.
You should be better.
Yeah. Because if it's important to her, then it's important to me. And I just
here's the thing. This is where men fuck up. Okay. And it's not that we don't think about it or we don't realize like what we're doing when it happens. Jesus.
It's loud.
But for instance, right? Let's take your situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys went out for a nice dinner, just the two of you.
Yeah.
And enjoyed yourselves before Thanksgiving even happened.
Well, before Valentine's Day, anyway.
That's what I mean.
Was a while back.
That's what I mean. Valentine's Day.
Yeah, we did that at home.
See, that's why Valentine's Day is not even that important. I can't even remember the name of it.
Yeah.
But you guys went out and celebrated Valentine's Day as a couple and did your thing and had a great night out, right? So, like, a lot of men, when you do that kind of thing, will go, check, done. Now, when Valentine's Day hits, it's over. I don't have to worry about nothing. It's already done. We already went out. We enjoyed our time together. Blah, blah, blah. Let the day just fucking roll on by. Right? And then you don't get a card. And then you feel like a shitbag. Which you are.
Thank you.
I mean, you feel like shit because you're like, God, they did something for me. And, so, I mean, at the end of the day, as much as I hate it, like normally I still come home with like a bottle of booze for my wife. Like, here, this is the deal. This is the deal with me on Valentine's Day. I love you.
Here's your liquor.
But tonight, like today, I brought her a card, which I normally don't get a card. And then she's like, you got me a card? And on the thing, I was like, yeah, it says to my wife.
That's it.
That's what it said on the front of the card.
That's beautiful.
And it was really heartfelt, thoughtful card.
Yeah.
It said, you are the sprinkles on my ice cream cone. And when you open it, it says, you make everything way better. And then I wrote a little note in there and said like
stuff.
Girl, dang. That ass though. Love. And I signed it. Heart me.
You're kind of dumb.
No, I'm not dumb. I'm
Thoughtful.
Uniqua.
Uniqua, yeah. It's not even that I didn't think about, because I thought about for like past couple days of stopping and getting, flowers and card and stuff, but
Yeah. Do flowers sell out really quick during the week of
yeah, and
Valentine's Day?
those prices on those things go up too.
Oh yeah.
Because they know
Best time to
They
buy
know.
flowers is like
the day after Valentine's Day. I
three-
almost said Thanksgiving.
like
Fuck.
like 3 months after Valentine's Day, and you go to like the local grocery store and they have like those nice bouquets, and they're like $9.99 for like a bunch of roses and shit. Bargain shopping.
Sure.
Oh, so what? Okay, so let me back up. What brought me to this whole I hate Valentine's Day thing? My wife got me a card, and I grabbed the card and I felt it was extremely bulky, and I said, And then I looked over and my wife was videotaping me, and I said, this isn't suspicious.
Suspicious.
What is this? So as I'm opening it, I'm like, what? Is it going to blow up in my face? And she's like, no, why would I get something that does that? And I go, okay. So then, and I've seen TikToks with like these cards, right? I'm like, it's going to be what it is, right? And then I opened the card and it had this little tab that said pull. So I started to pull it up, and it looked like maybe it was just a bunch of pictures. I go, oh, okay, it's not going to blow up. Pull, boom. These things shot out, hit me in the face, confetti fucking everywhere.
Were you wearing your safety glasses?
I was not.
See?
She could have poked my eye out.
Yeah, they would have. And then boom, done. You're out of work. So you can't see.
So then I look at her with confetti like stuck all over my beard, and I'm covering it, and I'm like, I knew that was gonna happen, and it still scared the fuck out of me.
Speaking of confetti, Old Blue is hanging up there pretty fucking strong. Yeah. I don't even know if he's moved it. That might be there for a good while,
dude. I think that's the only one left from the confetti cannon.
Oh, it's got to be. It's too bad some of it didn't come down for the Super Bowl party.
It did. There was 2 of them on the floor during the Super Bowl party.
Oh, I didn't even see it.
Yep. I forgot to yell at you about it, but there was 2 of them on the floor. Yeah,
missed it. I missed all the good shit.
That was fun. That was a fun Super Bowl party.
It was.
I got pretty drunk.
I did too.
Yeah, I drank a bunch of that Cedar Ridge.
Drank some of that peanut butter whiskey stuff.
Peanut butter whiskey. Yeah, I don't know why my uncle likes that stuff so much.
Because it tastes like peanut butter.
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
dude. He drank a lot of it, and he keeps telling me that. So we were in here talking, and he got up, and I can't remember if he went to go start his car, or if he went outside to pee. But he walked outside, shut the door, and then I heard like a thump thump on the side of the building. And I looked at my aunt, I said, he just fell down. And we started laughing. And I said, I better look. And I opened the door, and my uncle was face first in the rocks.
Just laying there all still.
He had a 30-pack of beer, like most of it was gone, but he had like the case in his hand. And he was laying face down with his hand still on the handle of the 30-pack. And I opened the door, and he kind of like rolled over and looked at me smiling. And I'm like, what happened? He goes, whoa, I'm not drunk. I'm old and clumsy. Okay.
So I'm guessing he was going to start the car because who goes out to piss with a case of beer in your hand?
He got up, and he had like a cut like right under his nose, and like a cut on his lip because he must have rocks right in the face.
That sucks.
Yeah, he was a good sport about it. I asked him the next day, I said, how's your face? And he goes, pretty as ever. Yeah.
Gonna leave a mark.
Yeah. So Super Bowl, since we're on the topic of the Super Bowl party, maybe we should just talk about that now here, huh?
Yeah, I suppose.
You did call.
I did.
You did call the Kansas City Chiefs winning. I was pretty bummed because
That was pretty close on their score too, on the Kansas City score anyway.
So I think I made like $50 worth of bets on the exact score. And
yeah, I did 25.
There was a couple times where I looked at the TV and I was like, it's going to fucking happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then something crazy happened. And then I was like, fuck, now I'm fucked. And, you know, they had like the NFL script that was leaked.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to let that be all over the news or all over like social media and not put a bet on it.
Right.
So I did. I'm just glad I didn't put $100 on it like I was going to.
I know. That would have been
the
dumb.
odds on that. I was like, God, it'd be an easy 100 or easy 17 grand because I was gonna put $100 on it. It was like 17,000.
Yeah.
Or something. It's like, fuck, I should do that.
Good thing you didn't.
It is a good thing I didn't.
Oh.
We had a lot of people here.
It was a good amount, yeah. It was fun.
Yeah. And the food was good. The food was fucking good.
Yeah, I didn't there's a lot of stuff I didn't get to eat though, like the sliders and shit. I didn't know they were here for one.
I ate one of the sliders. They were Philly cheesesteak sliders and Kansas City barbecue pulled pork sliders.
Yeah.
Which is pretty creative.
It would be good.
You know?
Yeah.
Philly, Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't put 2 and 2 together until like the end of the night. And I was like, God, what made you make Philly sliders?
Who did that?
My Aunt Christy.
Oh.
I was like, what made you make Philly sliders? She's like, Philly, the Eagles. I go, oh, the other ones were barbecue. I get it. Kansas City barbecue. I'm like, that's good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
I didn't get to try it. I was full off my first little plate of shit because
dude, we had
stuff.
We had a couple like I made Deer Burger Velveeta Rotel dip. That's so easy. You know what I mean? The old classic, tried and true go-to. Meat, cheese, Rotel. Jaden made that pizza dip.
Yeah, it's good.
Mozzarella, cheese, and all that goody good. That shit was good. And then Jeremy's smoked jalapeno popper dip.
Yeah.
I still have it in the fridge. That shit's
real good.
Dude, I had to like walk away from it because
I
almost got rid of the crackers and just stood there with a spoon.
Yeah,
going for it.
Before anybody was even eating anything, you were just sitting back there chomp. Every time I'd look back, your fucking new cracker of fucking jalapeno shit, just chomping on.
Yeah, I went fat boy on that shit, man. That was good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I only got one cracker out of it though. But it was good.
And then my grandpa, he came.
Mm-hmm.
And he came with a 12-pack of Trulies.
Yeah. Yeah, where'd he get that? Did he buy those?
He got them at Fairway for $2.99 a 12-pack.
Had he ever had them before?
No, but he saw the strawberry one and he had heard my mom talk about them at some point.
And
he saw the strawberry one and he's like, oh, I want to try it. And then he took one out of it and was drinking it and whatever. And he come up to me like half hour later, he goes, this tastes like fucking shit.
Yeah. The seltzers are so gross.
That was when Kylie offered him a spotted cow.
Oh, she had spotted cow?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
I have spotted cow in the fridge right now.
Do you?
Yeah, they left me some.
Nice.
That's why it pays to have friends.
Yeah.
You should try it. I'll be enough for you. I'll be enough of a friend for you.
Yeah.
Plus, I get jealous. So if you had other best friends, I'd probably be like, I don't share well.
Says I don't.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me about it.
You got other best friends?
Yeah, but it's different.
How is it different?
I don't podcast with them.
So?
One of them's an idiot. The other one is default. He's family. It's blood.
Yeah. Who will be on the podcast one of these days?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
At some point.
So coming up here soon, actually, we're going to do the, for those of you who didn't heard.
You didn't heard it.
If you didn't heard it.
I'm here to told you.
You heard it.
Right meow.
You heard it now. We purchased everything we need to build a PC for recording.
They're over there.
It's right over there. All the parts. The the firm drive and the soft cooler and the central graphics card.
Yeah, that's all there.
I'm gonna build it. Brandon has no faith, and I said,
I don't.
"Fuck you! I'm building it." So we're gonna shoot a video, me building it, so I can prove to him that I know exactly what a mother processor does and where it goes. So
this should be very interesting and funny to watch.
Be on the lookout for that. Once we get that built, then we are going to do some playing around, and we're gonna have some guests. And I think
having the guests.
I think my cousin Ryan,
cousin
brothers.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be one of our first guests.
Yeah.
So you'll get to meet him in his entirety.
Which you met him
in advance.
Most of y'all met him one episode briefly. I thought I turned that off.
There's Lord Baltimore again. Yeah, he was here that one episode. Made a guest appearance. Showed his face for a few seconds and then bailed.
Yeah, he didn't want to get. He had to go places, so he didn't want to get sucked in.
He didn't want to get stuck,
which could have happened pretty easily.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty easy to sit on
bullshit. Yeah. Throw some beers in there, and what are you looking at? What is wrong with you?
I was looking at my microphone.
Why?
Because it looked like there was a different color spot on my microphone, but I think there's a light
from your upper lip touching it.
Dude, I have moments where I'm like, ooh, shiny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I caught it and I was like, whoa, that looks fucking. Oh, never mind. It looked like somebody was like sucking face on my microphone and left a fucking like a copper colored mark on there. It was just the light hitting it. So now that we're to the bottom of that.
Speaking of sucking face.
Have
you ever had a pee-pee swab?
Oh yeah.
For the old stit test?
Oh yeah. You want me to tell a story about it?
Do you have a story about it?
I do have a story about it.
Go ahead. I've never had it done.
You haven't?
No, all of mine have been blood or piss. That's it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, if you've never done it, you need to try it once.
No, I'm not.
Know what it's about.
First of all, I have no fucking reason to do it now. Second of all, no.
Okay. So, the year was
1976.
2000 and probably 17-ish.
Doesn't really matter, but
I think it was 2000.
Continue.
Always start a good story with the year in front so people have relativity of like where it was in time. It's a good lesson. Learn it from telling stories.
Okay.
Yeah. Wrestling coach used to do that. Every story. The year was year was 2017. I was in high school. And dude, one day I was going pee, man. And
you have told us, yeah.
And it felt like somebody had a blowtorch inside of my penis. And I tell you what, man, it took everything. I peed and I fucking, it sucked. And then like I had to pee again later that day and I dreaded it. I was like, I'm holding it as long as I can because I don't want to do it. So I panicked, right? And I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what to do. This is burning. It's not going away. Like, what happened? So eventually I got to the point where I was like, fuck, I need to do something about this. So I did what any high school boy would do. I told my mom about
it. Yeah.
So she made me a doctor's appointment. And I went to the doctor. And they're like, are you sexually active? Have you done any sex? Have you condoms?
Have you done any sex?
Do you sex? And I was like, no. Obviously, I was in high school. I'm like, no, if I tell you, you're going to tell my mom. And then my mom's going to be like, what the fuck are you doing having sex with girl? I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So I'm like, no sex. well, did you get a little aggressive with the shampoo in the shower? And I'm like, no. Been in any hot tubs lately? And it dawned on me as soon as he said that. Yeah, I was. I got a handy in a hot tub like a week ago.
Handy in a hot tub.
I got a handy in a hot tub, man.
And by handy in a hot tub, what he really means is he was trying to fuck the jet. It fucking just tore his shit up. I mean, let's be honest. That's what you were doing. You were just looking around like, well, I'm the only one here. I might as well stick my wiener in this fucking little blowhole here and see if I can.
Reached over the tub to grab a beer from the ground, and all of a sudden my wiener brushed up against the jet, and I go,
wow,
whoa.
That feels quite all right.
What?
I think I'll take this a bit further.
What was that?
Let me just see what happens when I stick it inside of it.
Damn, girl. What's your name? No, so I looked at the doctor and I was like, yeah, I was in a hot tub about a week ago. And he goes, what were you doing in the hot tub? Because obviously I didn't like tell him I got a handy in a hot tub, right? I was like, well, I was at my girlfriend's house and she has a hot tub and we were just sitting in the hot tub and whatever. He goes, it's very important you tell me, did you do anything in the hot tub or no? And I was like, fuck, I gotta tell him. So I did it I did it with like the most, how do I want to word this? I told him with like the most, I don't think I'm gonna use the right word, but
you can do this, buddy. You got this.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Words.
I told him
words.
With like the most
discretion,
like full of myself attitude. I don't know what the word is for that.
Full of yourself attitude.
Like just as confident as could be, like, I'm the man. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the word is for that. Anyway, so I looked at the doctor and I'm like, he goes, I need you to tell me what happened in the hot tub. And I said, fuck it. If my mom's gonna find out. I said, I got a fucking handy, bro.
You know what that's about, man? You ever had a handy in a hot tub?
I got a handy in the hot tub, dog. I was like, yeah, give me some. What's up? Slap hands.
He's probably like, all right.
And he was like, okay. And he goes, sounds good. Well, we're just going to do a couple quick tests here and we'll have you on your way. I'm like, all right, you need to pee in a cup. No. You need to drop. No blood today. He goes, nurse is coming in just a minute and we'll get this all done. Okay, what the fuck is going on? She comes in with this little cart, right?
Yeah.
And she walks in, starts putting her gloves on and she's unwrapping shit. And I see her unwrap this Q-tip thing. And I'm not fucking with you. The Q-tip is this long with like a little like plastic handle down on the one end. It's like this fucking long.
Yeah.
And I'm like already processing. I'm like, no pee, no blood. She's got some like sterile wipes and a really long Q-tip. Where's she fucking putting the Q-tip?
Ma'am, you're gonna need about an eighth of that. You really don't need that.
I'm 16, thing. And this nurse grabs my penis, right? Mm-hmm. And the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, I'm gonna get rock hard. 16, and this lady's. I was so scared of the Q-tip. I was soft the whole time. It baffled my mind more than getting the Q-tip, really. But dude, she grabbed my fucking wiener and started putting the Q-tip in. And I like felt her like choke my wiener, and just, dude,
imagine your dick like,
and I'm
like that,
and I'm like, I'm like she's like, you need to spread your legs a little bit so I can. And I'm like, my legs are spread wide open, and no pants on, and she's standing there holding my penis, and I'm 16, feeling like, any second I'm getting hard, and you're gonna be forced to do something with that. she squeezes my penis, and it was like hard, not it, but like squeezed it hard, like she was choking it. and I saw her take like it was in like maybe a half an inch, and I saw her just squeeze my dick and bury that fucking Q-tip. And as soon as she did that, dude, I like my eyes rolled in the back of my head, and I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like twisted it a little bit and popped her back out, shoved it in his vial, broke the stick off, and sent it off. And the doctor says, wait here, give him about 10 minutes. So they went and cultured it. And he comes back, he goes, you got urethritis. I go, what? How bad is that?
Am I going to die, doc?
Herpes? Is that better? Should I be hoping for herpes? Like what? He goes, irritation of the urethra.
Yeah.
He goes, no different than jerking off with shampoo in the shower.
Do people do that?
I don't know. He goes, you know, it's like if you get soap or something inside of your, you know, your pee hole, and it turns into just basically an irritation. Like you get soap in your eye, you get soap in there. It's about the same kind of thing.
So it's from chlorine then.
He goes, just irritated. And he goes, and it's because you were in the hot tub and when you expelled, it created a path for the water and the chemicals to basically go in.
Yeah.
And he goes, and that's what's going on. He goes, those chemicals are causing an irritation. And I was like, oh, so it's not an STD. He goes, nope. I said, good. How do I fix it? He said, give it a few days, it'll go away.
Yeah.
So yeah, I almost had AIDS and died.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That was a close call.
I've had urethritis before. It was from soap though. It wasn't from jerking off.
What were you doing with the soap?
I was washing myself. I was a little kid, dude. Like, I don't even know how old, but I just remember we were at a hotel and I was washing myself, and then I must have just hit the like right angle or something, and it just all of a sudden that like
slurped it right up in there.
Yep. And I was like, I had to make after that I had to make a bath.
Yeah.
Just so I could pee, because like the warm water, like sitting in the water, made it a lot easier to pee. It sucked. I don't want to ever go through that shit again, because that sucked.
Yeah, it was terrible. Yeah, dude, when it burns like that, man, I tell you what, when the doctor told me that there was nothing he could do for me at that point, he goes, you just got to give it a few days. He goes, we'll put you on antibiotics to make sure it doesn't turn into an infection, but we'll, you know, from there, it's just a matter of time.
Mrs. Dickus, we lost Colby. Colby died. He had urethritis.
Yeah, well, everybody gets it at some point. I just went to the doctor for it, and I was 16, and I had to tell my mom about it. So, what did you do? No,
you gotta tell your mom.
Yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter how old you are. You can tell your mom anything, and she's going to be concerned as fuck about what's going on.
Yeah.
Like my mom, and she listens. She's all caught up. She listens to our podcast.
Oh,
oh yeah. My mom, she's so proud of me. So proud. Love you, Mom.
Somebody has to be.
Thanks for building a perfect baby boy.
And yeah. And thank you for the delightful book. Where is that book?
She took the book home.
Fuck.
That's fine. I took all the pictures for you, so you can fucking slam them on the internet and show off my cedar pictures.
They're going up there somewhere, somehow. Yep. Instagram, I don't give a fuck. Check it out, because they're so... If you saw last episode's cover or any of that shit with his picture, these are so much better. So much better.
I told you about the pop collar, man. You didn't believe me until you saw it.
Super rapey.
I was looking fly, dude.
Yeah, you were.
I was looking real fly.
Yeah. It was.
Dude.
So fly. Pretty fly for a rapey guy. Anyway,
okay,
so Jaden got you a pillow.
Yep.
Yeah, chug that beer.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
Would it have chased your peach?
No,
whiskey?
no. You ever go to take a swallow and your throat like closes and goes, nope, not yet. We're not ready.
Yes.
And you gotta like
gotta force it and kind of like remember how to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't think you'd ever forget how to swallow.
I forgot how to swallow for a
But
second.
he surprised me every day. So
I'll show you. I know how to swallow. Don't call me out for stupid shit.
Anyway.
Okay, so Jaden.
Yes.
She got me a pillow for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
And let me see what it's called. It's the Sutria pillow. Sutria sleep pillow. So you said you got one like this, right?
I do, yeah.
It's got like cutouts on each side for your arms and shit.
Yep.
Memory foam, which I have a memory foam pillow right now.
It's very stiff, I'll tell you that. Mine is anyway. At first,
So I was feeling my pillow, and apparently the instructions, you got to let it like, it comes rolled up. You got to let it
air out,
whatever.
Kind of like a mattress. You buy a mattress.
And I was messing with it. It wasn't quite full yet, but it seemed like maybe it was a little stiff.
Mm-hmm.
But Jaden got one a few days ago and slept with it last night and said it's amazing.
Yeah.
And I am one of those people that have a lot of trouble with the old fucking neck. If my pillow's too hard, like she's got a memory foam pillow, and I walked in the bedroom last night and she's sleeping with this new one, right? So her old pillow, which is a really nice memory foam, was laying on my side. So I said, fuck yeah, I'm gonna sleep with that son of a bitch. Nope. Made it 20 minutes. I threw that thing on the floor and grabbed mine, and I'm like, it was so hard that like my neck was doing this thing.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, I'm starting to get a headache. That's cute.
This one, yeah. So this one's kind of like that, but I mean, it'll like, I don't know, your head will mold into it basically.
Yeah.
And it's cut out for like your neck, shoulder, and everything. But I will tell you this, it gets confusing sometimes, but you have to flip the pillow around depending on how. So it'll be this way, right?
Yes.
For like if you're sleeping on your side, there's a certain way we have it when you want to sleep on your side, and then if you want to sleep on your back, you flip it around, and then you'll sleep on your back. That way. That just depends on the way the cutouts are for like your arms and stuff.
There's a little neck support thing, so I'm guessing that's for like when you sleep on your back.
Yep.
Then you flip it the other way where it kind of slants down, and then you put your arms. Okay. Which
honestly,
I'm a belly sleeper sometimes.
I'm a side. Yeah, I'm kind of like in between the belly and side.
Dude, okay, so let me just be and frank with you, okay?
Okay.
I will lay down in bed and I'll start laying on my back. And about 15 minutes later, I roll to one. Usually I default to my right side or my left side. I roll to my left side. And then about 20 minutes after that, I'll flip 180 and go to my right side. And then after I get sick of my right side, I usually go, fuck this. And I bear hug my pillow and I put my face down. Usually I bear hug under the pillow and put my hands here and I sleep with my face on my hands.
Yeah.
So that my nose and mouth don't get buried in the pillow and it keeps me like up and breathing. Because otherwise I'd probably stop breathing.
Well, you should wear your CPAP. You don't have that issue.
Well,
my problem is when I sleep, I have to sleep with like my arm under my head like that and under my pillow.
Yep.
And it kind of negates what that pillow is all about because it pushes like the pillow up into you and like pushes your neck up. So it's really hard to break that habit thing, whatever you want to call it.
So you had a shoulder injury.
Yeah.
And I've got a bad shoulder. So sleeping with an arm under a pillow like this is like they say the worst fucking thing you can do for your shoulders. Absolutely the worst. And I sleep with I'll cup my pillow and my arm is under my pillow and I'll put my head and I'll sleep like this. Well, this isn't even a comfortable position for a shoulder.
Yeah.
Ever. I mean, it hurts.
Yeah, it's not comfortable.
But when you're laying on your side and you get tucked up and nestled in, you're like, this is great. This feels good. I'm ready to sleep. It's terrible. And when you wake up in the middle of the night, I can't remember who was telling me this, but when you wake up in the middle of the night and you're one of them guys that sleep like that, and it cuts off the circulation to your arm, and you wake up in the middle of the night and your arm's numb, you more than likely did damage to your ligaments and tendons in your shoulder because it was numb and you were just wrenching on it while you were sleeping, getting comfortable, and you can't feel it.
Yeah.
And then you wake up in the morning and your shoulder blade fucking kills. Your shoulder fucking hurts.
It's just hard though
Your
because
pec hurts.
I can't not have it. Like, I don't feel comfortable like with my arms down or like whatever. You know, I don't know what to do with my fucking arms if I'm not putting them under my head.
I'm a huge fan of falling asleep, right? I'll get in bed and I'll start on my back. And I'm a huge fan, right? I get down, cover up. First thing, both hands in my pants, grab my dick.
I can see that.
And I just lay there and I just, oh, dude. Nothing,
Honestly,
nothing more cozy than being nestled in the covers
with your hands
with
on
your
your dick.
hands on your dick. Ain't nobody gonna fucking
honestly, even if I'm on my back though,
you can punch me in the face, but guess what? I'm covered. I'm ready.
You're in your zone.
In my zone. You might get one on my face, but you ain't gonna fuck me up when I'm sleeping in my nuts.
Honestly, even if I'm on my back, my arms are like this over my head.
I bet they are.
I just can't. I just can't.
You're prepping for the wet drain.
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't know to do with my arms.
Yeah.
I've never had a wet dream in my life.
No.
No.
You know,
It's a damn shame.
Be 100% honest with you. I think there was like one time in high school, I woke up and my dick stuck to my boxers, and that was about it.
I've never had. I have woken up one time where I was wearing different underwear than when I went to bed with, and that was really fucking weird.
Dude, I can confidently 100% tell you that I've woken up in my own puddle of piss more times than I've woken up after I think I had a wet dream. I've pissed myself more times than I've come myself while sleeping.
Never came myself.
You've never came yourself?
Never came myself.
Dude,
sleeping.
Speaking of, remember the other day? I wrote that song. I wrote that new song.
Mm-hmm.
I'm recording it. I'm going to record it.
Okay.
And we'll put it out. We'll play it for everybody once it's we've gone through the studio, the producers, the editing, the marketing, the licensing, and all that shit.
Yeah.
We'll get it done, and then I'll play it for everybody. It's gonna be fucking
got to get the label on board.
Great. Let's talk about this real quick. My kids had a snowmobile race this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm so proud of them. They did fucking great. So they do this big race event on our hometown lake every year. It's called Midwest Sled Fest. Super cool event. They have drag sleds and shit. They come in and it's they do time trials, and then they do like the Le Mans race where it's like a big course and you race each other and blah blah blah. And at noon they take a break from all the racing, and then they do all little kid activities. So they do like it's like 4 and 5-year-old like kitty cat racing, 4 and 5 120s. And then they do like 6 through 8, 9 through 11, 120s and 200s. Well, my kids are 6 and 8, so they're supposed to race in the same class, and we only have the one snowmobile, right? So I'm like, So I made my son race in the 9 to 11. I'm like, don't worry, you're lighter, you're smaller, you're going to be faster. You're good. So my daughter, it was her first year doing it, and she just started learning how to ride the snowmobile this year. And I was so fucking proud. I told her, I said, okay, as soon as he starts to move his hand down, that means go. You hit the gas. You go. Go as fast as you can, and you pass everybody. Okay. He puts his hand down. She smashes it, and I give her a little shove, and off she goes. And she was like third from the back or something like that. And they get the first lap through, and she was kind of like, okay, figuring it out. Second lap, this girl, she gets on the straightaway. Nah, I don't like this girl in front of me. fucking goes right around her. I'm like, that's my girl. Then she gets in the first corner, passes another girl in the corner, and I'm like, oh my God, she's a badass. She hits like corner 3, hits her just a little hot, picks a ski up, gets a little too into it, and then she's like, I'm not saving it, I'm bailing. And she like fell off. So they told us at the beginning of the race, like, we have enough volunteers out here that parents don't run out and like help get them going. We have enough adults out here. We'll get them on the sled and get it started and get them going. And they were taking forever. And I'm like, my God, my daughter's not getting last because of you slow motherfuckers. So I ran out there.
Did you?
I ran out there and we got her going and she didn't get last. But so even falling off her sled and having to restart it, she got like, I think it was like second to last or something, but she was all excited. She got a medal.
Yeah.
And then my son, his class only ended up having 2 people. It was him and another kid. And mind you, he's 8 and he was racing the 9 to 11 class. So this kid he was racing was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be stock. Your snowmobile is supposed to be stock. You could, they said you could do like gear changing, which our snowmobile has a bigger gear in it for the drive. But that's about it. You can do gear changing, and that's about it. And we get up there, right? And this kid rolls up next to Corbin on the starting line, and his snowmobile sounds like it's running on alcohol and nitrous. And I looked at this kid's dad. I go, this is stock, right? And he looked at me. He goes, oh, yeah. I go, okay. So they said, he dropped the fucking flag, and that kid was fucking gone, dude. He hit the gas and he was throwing a fucking rooster tail, gone. He was half to 3/4 of a lap ahead of Corbin the entire race. And mind you, they only do 3 laps. And I'm like, so we get to the end and Corbin's like, I'm like, but you got second place. He's like, there's only 2. I'm like, you got second. And the kid that got first cheated. So you got first technically in my book. So then he's like, some people we know came up. They're like, how'd you do? And he goes, I got first because the other kid cheated. I go, hey, shh. Don't be yelling that. So I walked up to the dad, right? I saw the kid pull up just a little ways down from us. He pulled up on the snowmobile and I saw the kid's dad. So I walked over and I looked at him and I go, what'd you do to this sled? And he looked at me like, what do you mean? I go, and I instantly was like, okay, he's defensive. And I want to see what he did to the sled. So I'm like, no, our clutch is going out on ours. I just want to see what you did. Cause I'm getting ready to rebuild a bunch of shit on mine. Yours sounds good. It ran good. I want to see what you did. And he goes, oh, okay. Opens the hood up. Fucking thing's raped to the fucking bee's knees, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, okay, you piece of shit. I was like, yeah. Way to cheat for your son to fucking win first place. Good job. I didn't tell him that, but I was like, should have made a deal about it, but it's a little kid's race and they race for a trophy, so whatever.
Yeah.
Corbin got second and he got a participation medal.
Those are fun, huh?
It's okay. Hey, at least he got second. That's the best he's ever finished, even though there's only 2 kids. But he did the same thing his sister did, but he's done it every year. He passes a couple kids, starts making his way to the front, looks like he's going to do really well, and then he hits a corner all by himself with no one around, hits a corner too fucking hard, picks a ski up, and then gets scared, bails, and then he drops back to the bottom. But he's a hard racer. I wish they would race those kids like 15 laps. Let them just fucking race it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was a fun weekend out on the lake. Me, the kids, the wife, my mom and dad, we hung out on the lake all weekend or all Saturday, and it was fun, man. It's nice to get out of the house in the wintertime and do something like that where everybody's outside, fresh air.
Yeah, it was like 40-some degrees.
It's beautiful, man. It was beautiful. Can't get any better than that.
Mm-mm.
You know what else happened on Saturday?
What's that?
UFOs got shot down.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to our next topic.
Aliens.
Aliens.
They're out there, man.
So you, I think, know a little more about this than I do. But from my understanding, the United States of America shot down 3 unidentified flying objects. Or was it 2?
I think it's 3. Yeah.
3.
Yeah, there's one over Alaska. Shit.
There's one over the Great Lakes.
Yep.
Like Michigan.
Huron.
And then, oh yeah.
It was over Lake Huron.
And then there was another one over like.
It's like Montana or something, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So before we dig into this, best guess, what do you think it was?
Well,
before they come out and say what bullshit excuse it really was, what do you think it was?
It's hard to say because there's like I didn't see any visual anything. All I know is it allegedly happened, via the news. So I know they said the one over Huron was hexagonal. It was like a hexagon, right, or something, or is
that I don't know. I don't know a lot of details on it.
It was shapes. It was a weird shape. I know that much.
So shapes. They shot down shapes.
They shot down shapes.
Shot down shapes.
Which I don't know, man. It's probably alien.
Dude, I think so too. All I can think of, right, is the movie with John Krasinski.
John Krasinski. John Krasinski.
Where they got to be quiet the whole movie, and it's nothing but them just being quiet.
A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place.
That's the one.
All I can think of is Joe Byron shot down fucking alien ships, and now they were just flying by, seeing what we were doing.
Like,
no big deal. And now we got all these fucking clickers running around trying, and they haven't made it to us yet because they're figuring out their landscapes and landmarks so that they have a relativity on where they're at.
Ooh,
they're getting zoned in, and they're like, okay, I hear people talking there, and I hear people talking there, and I hear people talking there. Dude, what if we shot down aliens, right? And they have these fingers, long fingers,
dick fingers,
long fingers that like had these. Have you ever seen like a jellyfish?
Yes.
Like the tentacles under a microscope when like something touches them, and they got all them thousands of fucking
membranes.
Barbs. No, they have barbs.
Oh.
Like when you like excite them, all of a sudden the barbs just go.
No.
And like that's what stings you. There's like millions of these little barbs that just go.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't seen that? Dude, what if these aliens, right? We shot them down. They were friendly till we shot them down and pissed them off. But they have these long fingers, right? And they're running around shoving their finger in people's butts, and they have the barbs that go. And you're like, oh.
And then they go and pull it out.
And they rip it out and like, no, shoot us down.
I don't know why they sound like Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's where he's from too.
Outer space.
What
if it's like Signs? You seen Signs?
Yes.
What if it's like that? And they're just monitoring, and then
they're running around in the corn.
Yeah, you'll be in your house, and they'll be like, all of a sudden you hear them out on the porch. Like,
yeah, pitter patter.
That movie was a good movie. Creeped me out.
Oh man, it's so fun to think about aliens because it's like, the percentage of chance that these aliens that we just shot their ship down are going to be nice to us.
Yeah,
like the percentage is so low, right?
But let's think of it this way.
Imagine you were like, I want to come to this planet and be nice to somebody.
No, hold on.
And you roll in and you're like, I'm going to find a place to land, and they shoot you down.
Hold on. Well, first of all, they say they were unmanned. Okay. They weren't even like moving. They were just barely whatever. So second of all,
observing.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Yeah, they were just floating. And
second of all, just think of it this way, right? Let's say we have that capability, right? We go to some planet that's full of this life, whatever that's, like us, they have shit. We go to this planet, we're just in our little spaceships and we're hovering. and we're just watching or whatever the fuck we're doing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden they shoot us down.
Yep.
You can't really think like, I'm going to go to this planet that's everything's unknown. I don't know what these things are like and blah, blah, blah. And expect to not face some sort of.
I go in a spaceship to a foreign planet.
Okay.
And I'm not doing anything abrasive. And you send a fighter jet to blow me up. Fight's on, bitch. I'm pissed. Because now, right? Bless you. God bless. Oh, God bless.
This Jew. I'm good.
Lord Savior. Mother
good.
Mary Jesus. Hey.
Oh, we're good.
So they blow your ship up. You go down. You weren't doing nothing mean. Now.
But you're there that you don't know that they don't know that.
Now you have nowhere to go. You're fucking stuck here. You have no way to go home.
Or they're dead.
Now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
Right?
What if it's people from the future?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like time machines and they're just.
Oh, what was that movie we watched?
Tomorrow War.
Yes. What if they were aliens like that?
Fuck that.
Oh, God.
Well, that and the Quiet Place alien thing.
Dude, we're fucked.
Yeah.
If it's aliens like that, we are fucked.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a Quiet Place aliens would be a little bit easier to avoid and stuff because you just gotta be really quiet. I guess it's
what we need to do. We need to find a shit ton of softies, and we need to barricade ourselves in the center somehow of a bunch of softies so that they have plenty of food. They can do whatever they want. They can eat whoever they want, and it takes a long time for them to get to us. That way, we have time to strategize, plan, arm ourselves, and be ready. So when they run out of softies, it's golden. I'm telling you right now, I ever have to fucking bail out of my house because the world's going to shit. Well, I shouldn't say this because then everyone's going to know where I'm going to go. I'm going to the landfill. You ever seen the hill at the landfill?
No.
You have a visual for miles. And I'm going to get up there. I'm going to dig a burrow on top of it. I'm going to build my own little safe space up at the top, right? And I'm just going to spend most of my day laying up on top, looking through like a 308 or something like that, so that when anyone's coming to see what's going on in the landfill, I'll be like, you look nice. You might not be a threat.
But I don't know.
I'm sorry, your little kid's got to go too. Done. Whole
That's
family.
Extreme.
Yep. Done.
That's extreme.
That's what I'm doing. That's where I'm going. I've already decided. So, 3 alien spaceships we shot down, and we shot down a Chinese weather balloon.
Yeah. Weather balloon.
Well,
first of all, one of the first things they said was, "Oh, it's a civilian craft. It's a weather monitoring device." Whatever they fucking said, and then all of a sudden, that's our property. We want that back. That has to come back to China. That's ours.
So there's 2 things I want to say about the weather balloon from China.
Sketchy. Okay.
First thing I want to say, what the fuck do you think they were actually doing with the weather balloon from China? Right?
Mm-hmm.
And 2, did you see the TikTok of the kid that released a balloon that said, not a Chinese spy balloon?
No, I didn't see that.
And then called it into his local police department?
No. What an idiot.
He filmed it and put it on TikTok.
No, I didn't see that.
They wrote in big letters on the balloon, "Not a Chinese spy balloon."
Yeah.
And they let it go. And then after it got so high in the air, they called the local police department. They're like, "Yeah, hey, did you see this balloon floating?"
So stupid. Some people's kids.
I want to see what happens to them because I guarantee you they go to fucking jail for something.
Maybe, yeah.
That's
like probation.
Especially with everything that's going on, they're like,
yeah,
FBI is gonna fucking snatch them up and you're done. Anyway, so back to the first question. What do you think?
So they said that they had like the capability to monitor communications and stuff or something on there.
All right, so I guess let me rephrase my question. Not what do you think they were doing? My question to you is more or less along the lines of, do you think they were actually using that balloon, or it was some sort of, hey, look at our balloon while we're doing something else that you don't know we're doing?
Probably more along the lines of that, or it was like a test run, like, hey, let's launch this balloon. It's not going to have anything on it, but we're going to see like what happens, how far it can go, what we can do with it. You know what I mean? And they're like, well, they didn't shoot it down until it got to fucking South Carolina. So why don't we just go ahead to the next balloon? We'll throw some EMPs on there or something else. And like, we made it. Let's go drop a couple whatevers. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's conspiracy theory talk, but
So I would like, hopefully there's a bunch of Chinese people watching our podcast, but because I would like to remind them, right, that after Japan attacked Pearl Harbor, the admiral of the entire Japanese Navy, his first response after he heard it was a successful attack was he was being congratulated, and he turned and looked and said, "I fear we've just awakened a bear."
that's not what they said.
Yeah,
It's not.
it's something very close to that.
Awoken a sleeping giant.
A sleeping giant. Yes.
Awaken a bear.
Yeah.
God.
Well, it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
You wake up a bear, guess what's happening to you? You're gonna die,
I'm sure.
right? So I feel like if they try to send a balloon with something on it, they're pretty dumb. And I also feel like the United States knew about the balloon
They did.
well before it even got to anywhere close to us.
Oh, they did. Because they had the whole track of where it went, like through China,
Yeah.
and then up and over to Alaska, and then like
And then
did this weird little swirly thing, and then down, and over, then down, and over.
And then they asked the White House the other day, do we have any spy aircraft or anything over China?
No, he said no, we don't.
No, we don't.
Not to my knowledge.
How'd you know where the balloon started?
Mm-hmm.
Home?
Satellites.
Why the fuck there ain't no satellites?
Spy satellites.
Colby Dallas? Multipass.
Yeah.
Dude, we were talking about that. Yeah, at the Super Bowl party.
Yeah, because you're
Lilu Dallas.
multipass.
Lilu Dallas and Corbin Dallas. And my son is Corbin.
Her name's not actually Lilu Dallas, though.
I know, but my daughter's middle name is Lou.
I know.
So we were like, Corbin Lou Dallas?
Lilu Dallas.
Multipass. Great movie. I've seen that one.
I've seen it a billion times.
Yep.
All right. Got some urban dictionaries for you today.
Ooh. So we looked, okay, so we have a fan out there that, what was the one they said? Dick
isn't.
Dick isn't.
Yeah.
And we thought maybe he was referencing a urban dictionary.
So we looked.
Looked it up and we're like, there's nothing there. I'm not sure what the dick isn't. I'm not sure what the dick isn't. I'm sure what the dick is, but I'm not sure the dick isn't. Not sure what the reference was with the dick isn't.
I'm pretty sure it was just because it's dickus.
Yeah.
Like dick is, but it's just dick isn't.
Dick isn't. Yeah. That makes sense.
That's it. Yeah.
But we tried to look it up as an urban dictionary to see if you were referencing something that you wanted us to put on the show. So if you're the one that put out dick isn't, we did laugh at it.
Did.
So
first one for the evening. This is a douche burp.
Here we go.
It's called a dirty Heisman.
I immediately got excited.
You ready?
Yep.
A certain posture one undertakes. Ashley sent me these, by the way. A certain posture one undertakes when trying to visualize one's anal region in a wall-mounted mirror. One arm outstretched for balance and the other spreading one butt cheek from behind, with one leg drawn up slightly to facilitate said exposure of the anus. This posture is disturbingly similar to the football player's pose on the famous American football Heisman Trophy, made famous on the Colby FM Dudley and Bob show. Okay, here's the. Use it in a phrase in which it definitely applies to you, right?
Yep.
I was trying to check out my roids in the mirror, and my girlfriend caught me doing the dirty Heisman. So you.
Okay. Okay, so this just reminded me, right? Fuck. Let me find this. There we go. Okay, so this just reminded me. Because if I ever have to look at my butthole, I'm not doing like the dirty Heisman. I do it differently. And I just saw this on Facebook or no, Instagram, something. I'm looking for it right now. It was Facebook. No, Instagram. No.
God. Jesus. Do you even know what you're doing over there?
Where the fuck is it?
I don't know.
I'm going to find it real quick because you're going to look at it and I'm going to go, this is how I look at my butthole. And you're going to be like,
is it like the Ace Ventura?
No.
Hands on
right here
in your cheeks, looking down in
right
the
here.
mirrors.
Adriana Chechik. That's how I look at my butthole in the mirror.
I believe that. That's exactly what I pictured, pretty much.
That's dude, when I have a fucking something I need to look at concerning my butthole, that's exactly how. Post up in front of the mirror, throw a leg up on the counter, and I put my head between my legs and look in the
mirror. I believe you do that too. Okay.
And then when I'm good, when I'm like, okay, all's clear, we're good. I give myself a thumbs up through my legs in the mirror, like, yeah, you're good.
Good job, buddy. You passed. Okay, you ready for this one?
Okay.
This is my favorite one.
Okay, what do we got?
Uncultured swine.
Oh, you.
An uncultured swine, aka a Colby, is someone who doesn't know shit about a fucking thing related to pop culture. Sometimes their complete lack of knowledge makes you so absolutely sick you projectile vomit all over their stupid face. Here's the using a sentence. You've never seen Game of Thrones, you uncultured swine? Or, dude, you're such an uncultured swine. Your name must be Colby. You're such a soul. Submitted by kloveyoubye. February 12th. It's in there now. Forever ingrained in fucking Urban Dictionary. You uncultured swine.
You're such. Oh my god.
Got it.
You're such a piece of shit. That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
you
like
even
that?
told me you submitted one for fucking Urban Dictionary.
When?
You were waiting for approval.
Did I tell you that?
Yeah, you told me you submitted something for.
When did I tell you that?
Like yesterday.
Holy fuck! I don't remember doing that.
You told me, you're like, yeah, I submitted a Urban Dictionary. I'm like,
oh
yeah, and you're like, yeah, just waiting for approval.
God, I vaguely remember that. I didn't want you to find out about it until just now. It's on page 5, top of the page. You like that?
I must say, touche. That's fucking good.
Yeah. It was Ashley's idea to make one.
Dude.
And I was like, yeah. And then I just made one.
That's fucking good.
Yeah. Thought I'd surprise you with that.
So
one.
if you type in uncultured swine Urban Dictionary.
Page 5, top of the page. Should be. Anyway.
Page 5, top of the page. when you read that one and it references Colby, that's me. He's talking about me.
That's 100% him.
That's me. That's me.
Oh
you
boy,
son of a bitch.
I've been waiting to fucking expose you to that gem.
I'm gonna have to think hard to top that. That's fucking good.
Yeah, good luck.
I'll figure out something.
Yeah.
I'll figure out something. Well, on that note, you know what? He's a son of a bitch.
Yes, I am.
God, I laughed hard on that though. Holy shit, my face is fucking hurting. I want to thank all of you guys for hanging out again. Episode 26 with us. Like I said, every time, this is fucking a blast. We're having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Keep up with us. We're fucking going for it.
Hopefully, the next video you see is Colby.
Yes,
building a computer with his 2 left feet. And
keep your eyes out for the PC build. That's going to be a fun one. Brandon underestimates my PC building abilities.
I think he overestimates his PC building abilities. He thinks this is going to be a walk in the park. Just plug this in, plug this in, plug this in. We're good.
Yep, this sounds like a farce.
Yeah.
So
I guess you'll see.
Hey, love you guys. See you guys next week. Fuck you.
Double fuck you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Okay, love you. Bye, bitch.
Rolling in my pickup truck down Highway 72. On my way to LBI, we've got some shit to do. Gonna lay out on the beach, put our sunshades on. Try to cover up our laps and hide our hormones. 'Cause we're chasing the butt cheeks up and down the court. All these girls have cowboy boots and carry around their pitchforks. Chasing the butt cheeks up and down the court. All these girls have real nice butts and wear those Wrangler jean shorts. Oh, fuck it. Let's get out of here.
Let's go, dude.
Pull chocks.
Pull chalk.